How are we all doing, guys? So, today I haven't actually had a chance whatsoever to go out on my bike, and the weather has been interesting to say the least. It has actually been really windy today, and apparently we're going to have about 80 miles per hour winds. Ooh. So what I decided I'm going to do, I'm going to be doing 5 motorcycle accessories you need, especially if you're starting out as a new biker. I know how hard it is to know what sort of gear you need to get to go with your motorbike, because you get so excited about getting a motorbike and then you don't actually realise there is so much more to it. So number 1, and probably the most important thing I think you need for your motorbike, is lock and chain. So this is probably one of the most important things you're actually going to buy for your bike, and it is so important that you get the right lock and chain. I've seen so many people who have bought bicycle chains and lock their bike down with bicycle chains. If you want your bike robbed, go ahead, do that. But seriously guys, you will come to appreciate what a good lock and chain really means to you. And you don't really want to be buying anything that's flimsy and ridiculous, because you will regret it further down the line when somebody's stolen your motorbike. And it does happen, believe me, it happens. Now with a lock and chain, you want to make sure that it is thick, a thick chain, not something that you can easily cut through. You don't want any of that metal wire stuff. The motorbike chain that I've got is the Oxford Monster chain. Now it cost me about £70, but you can see where the money's put into that. It is such a thick chain and the lock on it is brilliant. So honestly guys, get the best chain and lock you can possibly afford. Also as well, with a lock and chain, make sure you actually lock your bike down to something. So many times have I seen people just lock their back wheel and don't attach it to anything. Do they have no idea that people can just lift that bike up and put it into a back of a van? It's so simple guys, and so many people do it. Don't be one of those victims. I used to lock my old bike down to my lamppost outside my house, and yeah, actually somebody did try to get at it. So seriously guys, this is so important. Lock your bike down. You can get anchor points as well, where you can drill it down into the floor and anchor your bike in, or just find the next best thing. Number 2, get a good bike cover. Like seriously guys, this is one of the cheapest things you can get for your bikes, and yet it's going to be one of the best investments that you make on your bike. One, because it's going to keep your bike from being dirty and also getting ruined by any rain or any crap from the roads, but also a security reason too. And I say a security reason because you might own a really fancy bike, but nobody's going to look twice if there's a bike cover over it. Whereas if you've got, say, I don't know, a Ducati on show, just like that, people are going to take notice and they're going to take interest in that bike. So get a good bike cover. Number 3, one of the most useful things that I have had while owning a motorbike has got to be a backpack. I'm being serious guys, especially as a motovlogger. It has become so useful to me. It helps you carry your chain and your lock-in, also your camera equipment and everything else, and food and drink, and rather than getting these fancy backpacks that you now get something that's going to be practical and that you're going to be able to fit a lot of stuff in, because it's going to be invaluable to you. It really is. Now number 4. This, I know it's not entirely important, but I would highly suggest you get cleaning products. Now whether you use soap and water or muck off products that I've got, it really doesn't matter. Just make sure you get something that's going to clean your bike thoroughly. Now number 5 has to be the paddock stand. Now I've been lucky in the past, I've not had to buy a paddock stand, but I will do now. I've had a centre stand on my motorbike, so I have been lucky with that. But honestly guys, owning a paddock stand will save you money. Now I say that because you have to spend less money getting somebody to maintain that bike for you, and you can just do it yourself. such as chain adjustment and making sure you can just lube it up properly by spinning the wheel, and it makes life so much easier. It really does. You know, it helps you so much more to have it up on a stand and be able to service your own bike, and also cheaper as well because you're not having to pay a mechanic to do that for you. So get that down. Get those 5 accessories down. So this is for those who don't know what they're doing when they get a bike, they don't know what they need. That is the 5 essentials that you really need, guys, and I'm saying this from experience. You really do need to get those 5 things. So as for chains and locks, always the best thing to go for is Oxford. I've never had any problems with Oxford. And then with bike covers, you can get a relatively good one for £15 nowadays. As for a backpack, now I know this is a strange place to go, but I would go to Sports Direct because they have some really good ones there as well. Not specifically for motorbikes, but they have a great amount of storage and they're just great. They're just fantastic, really. And then cleaning products, really, it just depends on what you like to use, really, and what your budget is. Paddock stand though, you know, a paddock stand is a paddock stand. It doesn't matter what name it's got on it, it's going to do the same thing. But anyway guys, sorry I'm not on the bike today, but I have a bit of RJ in the back, a bit of me, and I really appreciate you being here. So thank you very much for the support so far. We are getting so close to 2,500. It is crazy. I really appreciate your support as always. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!